SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show. In a world that moves way too fast, there's one place that feels like home. Tater's Place in Paris, Tennessee. Where the sizzle of a smash burger meets the sound of laughter, and every plate tells a story. Bring the family, make memories, and taste the love in every bite. Live music, real people, and unforgettable food. That's Tater's Place, 3615 Highway 79 North. Find the flavor you've been missing at Tater's Place. Come and feel what you've been hungry for.
Are you looking for a fence that gives you peace of mind? At All Star Fence Company, we don't just build fences, we build confidence. Whether it's keeping your family safe, protecting your property, or simply adding curb appeal, All Star delivers unmatched quality, dependable service, and lasting results. Locally owned and trusted across West Tennessee, Kentucky, and beyond, we're the name homeowners count on for reliability and strength since 1971. All Star Fence Company, your first line of defense and your best choice for peace of mind. Visit allstarfenceandsupply.com today.
Hey, good evening and happy Sunday night to you. Welcome to another episode of SportsCast Live. I am your host, Jeremy Buckelew, and we've got another great show for you here this week as we're going to be talking to Coach Alex Hayes and Raven Wyrick of the Henry County Middle School Lady Patriots Soccer State Championship team. And so a lot of fun facts about those girls and the season they had, and so we're going to discuss that and learn all about it. And do want to say a quick thank you, though, to our sponsors for bringing you SportsCast each and every week. Taters out on the Lake Highway has been with us from day one, and it's a great place to go grab you something to eat. We enjoy the smash burgers and the fried pickles when we're out there. The kids like the garlic cheese curd, little bites for appetizers, and just, again, a fun atmosphere, fun place to be, great people. And so encourage you, if you're looking for something to eat, Taters out on the Lake Highway is a great place to go do that. He also has the bike shop out there. So if you've got a motorcycle that needs some work done, you can stop in and get that work taken care of, drop it off, and then come back and get it when it's ready, or drop it off, and if they can get to it, get you something to eat while you're there. And so, again, that's Taters out on the Lake Highway. We appreciate their support. I want to say thank you to TEC also, who has outfitted the entire studio here with their high-speed fiber optic internet. And, again, if they can handle everything we throw at them, then I know that they can take care of whatever you've got going on at home. And so they are in the area now and running lines and getting people hooked up. And so TEC, we appreciate them for bringing you SportsCast each and every week. Also want to say thank you to the Peddler Advantage, still in weekly circulation around Paris and Henry County and the area. And you can find the myparistv.com shows each and every week in the Peddler Advantage. They do a good job for us of advertising what's coming up this next week. And also to Jeff Archie and the crew out at All Star Fence for their sponsorship. If you ever need any fencing, any kind of dog runs, anything associated with fencing whatsoever, give Jeff and his crew a call, and they can hook you up and help you out and get you taken care of. As I said, glad to have you with us again, another live episode from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios. We are here with Alex Hayes, who is the head coach of the Henry County Middle School Lady Patriots soccer program, and Raven Wyrick is the assistant coach. Ladies, welcome to SportsCast. Glad to have you here. Alex, we'll introduce you first. So yes. Tell us just a little bit about yourself. And
gladly. My name is Alex Hayes. I was born in Henry County. I grew up here. Played soccer all my life. Played for the MM Middle School, and then went to Henry County High School and played for the soccer team there. I'm a fourth grade teacher at Lakewood. My husband is Jordan Hayes, and I have a sweet little 1-year-old boy, Baker Hayes, at home. I think joining in too, watching the broadcast.
So everybody say hey to him.
Yes.
How long have you been teaching?
This will be my 5th year teaching.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Okay. Are you enjoying it?
Most days. It depends.
Hey,
No.
Now listen, my mom was a teacher and I'm married to a teacher. I completely understand that remark that most days are rewarding and beneficial, but every now and then you have that day where you're...
You have those full moon days,
Sure.
Yes, just like with any other job.
Yeah.
But yes, most days it's very rewarding and very very meaningful. And, you get to go home knowing you made a difference and we're hoping make a difference in these little kids' lives.
Good to have you with us. Looking forward
it.
to hearing about the team and the season that y'all had. Raven, welcome. Glad to have you as well.
Thank
you.
you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I actually grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in a place called Signal Mountain.
Okay.
But I played soccer for, 12 years. I played middle school soccer. I played travel soccer, and then high school soccer. And then I came out here to UT Martin.
Yeah.
And so that's how I met my husband. And so I've been here now 7 years officially living in West Tennessee. But I teach 7th and 8th grade ELA at Henry Elementary.
Nice.
So, yeah. It's a lot.
How long have you been out there?
This is
seventh.
So
7
this
years?
is I've been living here for 7 years.
Okay.
This is my 4th year teaching and 3rd year back at Henry because I was an EA before I officially got my license and started teaching. But
So every week we start the show with the same kind of start, and that's the best thing you've seen this week. I did a bad job of not giving you all the heads up about that, and so I'll go first, and you can think about it. But for me, I'm just going to say it was another great week, sports-wise for Henry County. Of course, the girls' varsity soccer squad won their region game on, what was it, Tuesday night. Inman won their football game Tuesday night. Both of those unfortunately fell yesterday, but a good football game Friday night. Had homecoming, which was always fun. Military appreciation night out at Patriots Stadium, and so it was good to Jakari Ray was out there. He's with the Army and at Fort Campbell, I think, and was there to present the colors for the national anthem, which was awesome to see. And then, like I said, just the homecoming festivities and the crowd, and your girls were at the halftime were honored and got to have their names called out at Patriot Stadium, which is, for me, it always would seem like a big deal as a middle schooler. I know we were kind of talking about it before, but so your girls thought that was pretty cool, I guess. So getting to, Mr. Farmer,
Mr. Farmer is a legend, announcing them. And I did not really type out an introduction. I gave him the roster, our record, and that was about it. And then for him to come, our girls come and line out, and then him give that introduction, and it just made, I know myself and Raven really honored, and I know the girls, it just made them so happy. They were so nervous, walking down the field, of course, being in front of all those people. But, as we kept telling them, you earned this, you deserve this, you deserve this recognition. And they, all week, they would come to my room, okay, what are we wearing? Are we wearing the jerseys? I'm like, it's fine. Well, what if we need a jacket? It's fine if you wear a jacket.
It's okay.
You could just see the excitement. And the fact that, AD Summers allowed that and made sure that happened meant a lot to me as well as a coach.
It's awesome. So that's the best thing I saw this week was just everything that went on with that. And, we kind of mentioned it last week, but like I said, your girls, the state champions, were recognized at the half. The Special Olympic flag football team also won the state championship. They were recognized at the half. Henry County won big, and we'll have the breakdown of that here in just a little bit. But that's the best thing I saw this week was just a good week for sports in Henry County. Who wants to go first for?
I can go.
Okay. All right.
So Thursday, we actually took our 8th grade group to Coon Creek out in Adamsville.
Okay.
And so we got to go dig for fossils.
Oh, that's cool.
And learn about all these different kinds of fossils that they have out there. The fact that they found one of the first type of fossil there, and they actually became Tennessee state fossil. I didn't know that we had a state fossil.
I didn't either.
So that was a fun fact. And we actually got to go dig them up, and just getting to see them run around and act crazy and dig in the dirt was really funny. And they were jumping in puddles, and we were like, I really hope you brought clothes. But it was a great time.
Yeah. And you said that's down in Adamsville? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know that UT Martin, it's their part of their geology and stuff with that. And so they have a lot of groups that apparently come out there and
nice.
stay. but it was really cool, and that
sounds really cool.
Was probably one of the best things I've seen.
Yeah, I would say so. That's really neat, and a good field trip's always fun anyway, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that they've got that for the kids to go do. I didn't realize that was there.
I didn't know either. It was impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alex, what's your...
Mine's probably another teaching one too. You know how rewarding it is, and I started long division this week in 4th grade, and for 9 and 10-year-olds, that's kind of a harder topic to start. And I had a kid at meet and greet back in August come tell me. I said, I always ask him, "What's your favorite subject?" And he said, "Social studies." And he says, "Miss Alex, to be honest, my least favorite subject is math." And that's what I teach. And I said, "Well, I hope to change your mind this year." And he said, "Okay." So it came this week, and I was really nervous, about him teaching long division stuff. And he actually came up to me Friday afternoon at the end of the week after it's been kind of a long week, to be honest. And he said, "Miss Alex, I think I'm starting to get this. I think I kind of like math now." And,
awesome.
And just kind of, building that relationship with that students and seeing the progress he's made this year, and just come tell me, "Hey, you're doing okay."
Yeah.
So I'm, just seeing that. Hopefully, I can make him enjoy math more this year. And
that's the great thing about teaching is, and like I said, my mom was a teacher for 30-something years before she had to retire, and you have those days where you just want to pull your hair out, but then you have those days too where it's just as rewarding for you because you see a student get it, or a student learn something and get to understand how something works, or the long division, whatever, and he feels good about himself, but it not that I know you don't do it to feel good about yourself.
No.
You do it because that's a calling almost in life to be a teacher. But you do have those days where you get to go home feeling good too, because you can see firsthand that you were able to make a difference in a child's life, and that's huge. And so, well, ladies, again, I'm glad to have you with us here tonight. Going to talk about your season. So before we get into that, so how long have y'all been coaching soccer? I know, Alex, you were saying that you were the assistant for several years, but how long have you just been involved in the program and all that?
Yes. So not including this year, I was assistant coach with Mandy Hamlin for the past 3 years. And we have built this program up. Before Mandy and I got there, a lot of times they would not even have a winning season. They never made it to the district championship before Mandy and I came. Yeah. They've never won the district championship before Mandy and I came. And then last year was the first year we've even made it to regions ever in school history, even though we lost last year against Crockett County in regions. But it was the first appearance we've ever made in school history as well.
Right.
So as much as people think this is probably the first year we've ever made history, it's actually probably the 4th year we've made history in soccer. So, but this is my first year as a head coach, and as nervous I was to start the season as a head coach, I tried to remind myself, this is really, your 4th year technically. Now, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season as a brand new head coach that we would have done as well as we did this year, I would have not believed you. But yeah, so this will be my 4th year now in the program, and I hope just to keep building it.
Okay. Raven, this your first year?
First year.
Okay.
Yes, first year assistant coach.
We were laughing kind of before we came on the air. I think a parent or somebody asked you, like, what's next, or how do you top this? Like, so you're the state champions. So how do you top that next season?
I know, undefeated state champion.
An undefeated state championship season is pretty tough to one up. I mean,
I don't know, because you can't go with
especially first year for like both of us.
Right. I mean, there's really nowhere else to go. But like, I'm not trying to put any pressure on you. Don't take it that way. But about the only thing you could do better next year would be not give up any goals.
Right.
Like, I don't know how many goals y'all gave up this year, but next year the goal would be to be one step above where you're at right now.
I think we only gave up like 6 goals.
Okay,
6 or
so
7 goals.
5 or less next year.
5 or less. That's the goal
go.
now. Yeah. Not only be undefeated district champions, region champions, sectional champions. We want you to go 5 and less goals.
That's right. Who's going to keep tally over there on
the parents? Maybe.
I'm sure somebody will be like, remember when you were on that show
yes.
and you said we were going to do 5? Yeah. No, it. Like an undefeated season in and of itself is huge. And we were talking again that you're right. And I don't mean this to sound ugly, but it's just the way that it works. You know, you have the city system and you have the county system, and Inman always has very, very good athletic programs. And at times the county has struggled to compete against Inman. I know there's been a couple times in basketball that it was really close, and Lakewood got some big wins over Inman. But for the most part, you know, when you think of middle school sports in Henry County, a lot of folks just think of Inman Middle School. But I remember like going out, I think I went to one of y'all's games last season because my son referees soccer, and I'm not a helicopter parent, but I'm always one of those. You know, I want to make sure that nobody's mistreating my son when he's out there refereeing and doing all that. And so I would go out there just to watch the games and see how he does. And I remember watching y'all thinking, man, they're good. They're really good. And I mean, like I said, that's Mandy was coaching then, but then you know take over that program, and here y'all are now, the first ever Henry County Middle School state champion in soccer. That I know you're proud of that. Like, how does it sounds like a silly question almost, but not really. But I mean, how does it make y'all feel to bring home a championship trophy to Henry County? Because you're from here.
I'm from
right?
here,
And
so you know, I played travel soccer and played Inman soccer and played the high school soccer, and to see the soccer, because let's be honest, you know, Henry County's known for football mainly.
Sure.
And I think just bringing home more of a platform for Henry County soccer and having, you know, that recognition that we are here, we are putting in the time, we are putting in the work, is a lot, because I feel like sometimes soccer can get looked over, but in Henry County, and being a soccer player from Henry County, I can say that.
No, you're absolutely right. And I was about to say, you know, we've had Coach Beard and Coach Raymer and Edgen on in the past, and we talked about the fact, and who else? I can't remember who else I talked about it, but like soccer has grown so much the last, 10 years or so, probably. Like, it has just kind of blown up, and you're seeing a focus of kids wanting to play soccer. You know, before it was kind of, you signed your kid up to play soccer because that was like the first thing they could go out there and do.
You get on a little color team.
Right. And you go out there and you hope they kick the ball the right direction. You hope they all stay on the field for the whole game.
Kick it all. I mean,
right. You know, half of them are out there picking daisies, and the other half are, you know, when's snack time or whatever. But it has really grown into just one of the primary sports that kids are wanting to get involved in. And
so, growing up and stuff, you know, I never really noticed kids playing soccer at recess time. It was always, you know, probably football, maybe a little bit of kickball and stuff. But actually this year, for the first time since I've been teaching for 5 years, I have actually several little boys in 4th grade who bring a soccer ball every single recess and go out there, and they're wearing their little Messi jerseys and Ronaldo jerseys, and they are actually playing soccer and enjoying soccer and not playing football, not playing kickball. I mean, I've never seen that before in Henry County.
Right.
Until, you know, really these past 2 years.
Yeah. It, like I say, it's blown up. And it's a good thing to see, because you get these kids who are interested at a younger age, and the more they're interested in it, it's like the more they're vested in it, and the more they want to play it and get better at it. And then it leads to stuff like an undefeated middle school state championship season that you ladies get to be a part of. When did y'all realize that, hey, like this team, maybe we can make a run, and we've got a real shot at playing soccer for a long time this season?
It wasn't the first game, or probably even second game. It was probably halfway through the season, and we were winning, and I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe we'll have a chance of district champions, you know, again, you know, and win district champions again. And then really, when they came and played Inman, towards in the middle of the season, you know, it's always a huge game playing against Inman, Henry County, and they came out, and, you know, they wanted it. And you could tell when they came out and scored, 2-3 goals in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, oh, you know, like, if they're motivated, there's nothing stopping them. And that it was the first probably 7 minutes of the ending game. It hit both of us. We're like, you know, we really kind of.
Well, and that was our last district game too. So like we were like, okay, right now we're undefeated. If we don't win against Inman, like we're done pretty much.
Right.
And so I think even them just knowing that, like, hey, this is make or break for y'all.
Sure.
I think they wanted it bad.
Yeah.
And it showed big time too when they came out.
So y'all are undefeated. You're playing well. How do you keep a middle school team from getting like a little bit cocky and complacent? Because like they can tend to like, oh, we're undefeated. We just no one's been close to us. How do you was that a struggle at all?
No,
Okay.
to be honest, when the newspaper reached out to me and stuff, it wasn't about I didn't brag about their skills or anything like that. I bragged about how these girls came out. We were never yellow carded or anything. These girls didn't play dirty. They played with just class and grace and on and off the field. Like, you could have not have asked for a better group of girls. And that, we kind of got frustrated with them sometimes because they would pass too much. They were just so like, I'm like, you just got to take the shot.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot, I know you want this girl to, to take a shot. Like, I didn't have a selfish girl on that team where like, oh, I'm going to see how many goals I can get. It was never that. It was, hey, you need to, I know you already have a goal, but you need to take a shot again. But they want to pass it off to a teammate stuff. So to be honest with you, neither one of us ever had a problem with humbling these girls, or if it was anything, I was trying to unhumble them a little bit. I'm like, take the shot. Let's get, but they want to, they're just such a good group of girls. And I think they were so just excited. They didn't have time to, be like, oh, we got this. Cause they never knew. I told them after district champions, I don't know these teams. We know, and I don't want to know them. I had some parents, hey, can you look up their, what their record is? I'm like, no, I don't care, because it doesn't matter.
You got to go out and play the game.
You got to go out and play the game.
Record is.
And that's why I told them every time, I'm sure these are good. They've made it to regions. They've made it sectionals. You just got to go out and play your game. So they never knew, oh, we're going to win this for sure. They never had that attitude because they knew nothing was given. And with middle school, if you lose, you're done, period. There's no loser's bracket. There's nothing like that. So I'm speaking for Raven too. We never had a problem with those. We couldn't have asked for a better group of girls. No, anything about middle school girls, drama, and, he said, she said, and there was none of that.
Well, and that's really a testament to coaching, because let's be honest, like your girls, you were telling me that y'all had girls from Lakewood and from Harrelson on the team, right? And so I'm sure they know each other, but they're not in school all day together. They're not hanging out throughout the day and seeing each other in class to build that chemistry there. And so you got to build it at the practice field, during the games, and chemistry goes a long way to having a successful season, right? And
we coach and everything, and I can't, a lot of these girls, they love the sport so much, they play it all year round. They do these travel teams, and it tests these parents too. Without the parents' support and help and taking these girls to all these travel teams and games and stuff, and how much time they put in on the front end before this even starts with these girls, it helps us in the coaching aspect too. And shout out to my parents, soccer parents too. They were in charge of, the away meals.
Right.
They were in charge of, T-shirts and 8th grade banners and decorations for 8th grade night. They were on it. So they took so much of that off us that we could focus just on the soccer coaching.
Right.
So,
and they wanted to be involved too.
And they
were reaching out to us. It wasn't like, hey, can you do this for us? They wanted to.
Yeah.
And they were like, what do you need? How can we help?
A good group of parents is
it makes
just huge.
difference.
It does.
They were our biggest supporters. Every time you look out at across the stands, like, we had the biggest section. Yeah. Even at state,
biggest fan section.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. Even just seeing how much they showed up and showed out for us and their girls.
I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you to name all the girls, but what was the breakdown of the team?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wouldn't, I'm not going to do that to you. What was the breakdown of the team though, as far as the number, 8th graders, 7th graders? How many did you have of each group?
So in 8th grade, I had 5 8th graders. So they will be leaving me, sadly. And it's crazy to think that, because I've been there their whole soccer career now with them in middle school. But I know Coach Beard's probably excited about getting those 5.
Why wouldn't he be?
Why wouldn't he be? Getting some 5 very talented, very selfless girls, players. And then we had 6 7th graders, I believe. And then we have a huge 6th grade class this year, I believe. Let's see, 9, 8?
Close,
very close to that. 9 or 8 with a huge 6th grade class. So next year we will be a younger group, because I don't believe we have many coming up from 5th grade that I know of.
Sure.
But yeah, sadly, we have five strong 8th grade by all starters. Huge part of this team leaving. So
yeah, and I like that is monumental to lose 5 leaders on your team, but at the same time, you got 6 other girls, I guess, they're
ready to step up.
They're ready to step up. They've got the experience. They've played. They know the expectation, and so again, 5 goals or less next year.
Yeah,
right?
That's the goal. That's the goal now. What can we do better, But yes, that 7th grade will be good, and I'm excited to go see how far these 5 8th graders come in high school, because I know they're going to I have a feeling they're going to break some records too.
Well,
in the next couple of years.
Coach Beard's just done an outstanding. Do y'all talk much as far as you?
Not much. We talked towards the end because we played the last few games. We played on the high school field, the grass field, and shout out to Coach Beard. There was one game. There was a mix up with the refs.
Okay,
and you know how that is.
Sure.
One ref got his calendar wrong and thought it was the day after, and he lived about 45 minutes an hour away, so he was not going to make it.
Right.
The other ref went to McNeil Park, even though it was at the high school, and the past couple games have been at the high school.
Yeah.
So Coach Beard was there, ready, to watch and support us and stuff. And he said, "Well, I can be the line judge, just volunteering. Hey, I can help out. Let me know how I can help out." So yes, but haven't had much contact. But hopefully, maybe over the next year, maybe start practicing at the high school field and playing all our games maybe at the high school field. McNeil Field, we need to rally the city around. That's kind of like where I would want to take my platform. I know it's getting a little off topic.
No.
But
nothing's off topic here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my brain's spinning
and
sorry. Getting off topic. But, I feel like I'm hoping with this soccer platform, bringing it home, and just like the high school, making as far as they did, to regions and stuff. And the first time they've done that since when I was in high school in 2013, district champions since first time that this year since 2013. That maybe we can we can see the need. We have the need in Henry County for good soccer facilities.
Sure.
And McNeil and the high school are the only fields in Henry County that can, host middle school and high school. And it's just that since I've been out there 4 years, it's kind of just gone downhill the past 4 years.
Yep.
Just with holes in the field. The bench we sit on is kind of rotting out and falling over now where my players sit. So, hopefully maybe I could take this platform to the city or wherever I need to. I've been trying to research into that this week to maybe get some funding or maybe look, hey, can we get something for Helping Hands? Something to just add a little bit, get new benches at least. Soccer's not a really expensive sport to maintain, but, and just keeping that field up and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
well, and two, don't get me wrong, I love McNeil Park. It's a great facility, the rec league program out there, but, it's tough when – teams, there's no scoreboard. There's no, I remember when Case was playing, we'd be like, hey, ref, how much time's left? Ref, what do we, how much time we got until and so I get that concern and I don't disagree with you one bit.
We were trying to keep time on our watches anytime, especially that first game, we had to do it 15-minute quarters because it was so hot.
Yeah.
And we were both watching. We were like, well, how much time do we got left? These girls need a break. And it's hard when you can't see that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that, you're right. With the way that the soccer program is coming along in Henry County, we can.
I hope so. And I played on McNeil Park with the Inmen and stuff, and I feel like pretty much every little kid has played in that little. They're on their little color teams out there and stuff. So I feel like just maintaining it. When we go to these other parks and stuff, playing the away teams and stuff, and seeing how well maintained these other parks are, I'm like, man, we could. Henry County being a really involved county. I don't know how do you want to say that, but we take a lot of pride in our sports in Henry County, and I would like to have that same pride put into that park as well.
Right.
That'd be my goal.
Well, that's a good goal, and let's make it happen.
Yes.
So, well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. I told you it goes by pretty quick. But we're going to go ahead and take a break and hear from our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by the one and only Mr. Steve Summers in the studio with us. And so y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
In a world that moves way too fast, there's one place that feels like home. Tater's Place in Paris, Tennessee, where the sizzle of a smash burger meets the sound of laughter and every plate tells a story. Bring the family, make memories, and taste the love in every bite. live music, real people, and unforgettable food. That's Tater's Place, 3615 Highway 79 North. Find the flavor you've been missing at Tater's Place. Come and feel what you've been hungry for.
Are you looking for a fence that gives you peace of mind? At All Star Fence Company, we don't just build fences, we build confidence. Whether it's keeping your family safe, protecting your property, or simply adding curb appeal, All Star delivers unmatched quality, dependable service, and lasting results. Locally owned and trusted across West Tennessee, Kentucky, and beyond, we're the name homeowners count on for reliability and strength since 1971. All Star Fence Company, your first line of defense and your best choice for peace of mind. Visit allstarfenceandsupply.com today.
That's not good. Welcome back here for back on SportsCast. Just want to remind you, coming up next week, basketball season is right around the corner, and so we'll have head coach Cliff Curd, and I'm not sure if any other of the assistant coaches are coming with him or not, but we'll try to get some of them in as well to talk about Lady Patriots basketball, and then we'll trying to get Coach Miller in later in the month before the season gets kicked off on November the 18th to talk about the Patriots basketball. But next Sunday night, Coach Cliff Curd with the Henry County Lady Patriots. They are the defending district champion, the region runners-up, and going to be in here talking about Lady Patriot basketball. Is this his 14th season? I think that's what, longer, 15th, sorry. So, okay, so 15th season for Coach Curd, and he'll be here, like I said, next week. I think Sam McDaniel is going to join me next week because we broadcast the games together, and so he'll give Coach Curd a hard time about something, I'm sure, and join us next Sunday night at 7:30 for SportsCast with Coach Cliff Curd. And then don't forget the Mike Weatherford show this week. Should be an interesting show. He has the debate team from Murray State University coming along. Patrick Smith is going to co-moderate with Mike, and they're going to discuss some of the stuff going on as far as the National Guard being brought into Memphis and other cities around the nation, and just a good spirited debate on the legality of that, if it's right or wrong. But that'll be the Mike Weatherford show this week. Dr. Ryan Goki, who is the director of the Speech and Debate Union over at Murray State, will be here along with some of his students on the debate team. And that's what they're going to discuss at Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on the Mike Weatherford Show. Remember to check him out over on his page. And he'll be live, as always, on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Got Coach Summers here with us. Coach Summers, welcome to SportsCast. Glad to have you with us. I don't think they got your mic turned on back there in the back. Maybe they can. There it is. There we go. Good to have you with us. So. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that sounds better. I couldn't hear a while ago, so good.
Had a good weekend. Had a good football weekend. Girls soccer came to an end, but that was unfortunate. But.
It did, but we had a great year with Lady Patriots soccer. They had an outstanding season. I think this is the first time in 12 years that we've made it to that particular game. Nice. One game away from going to the state tournament in Chattanooga. So it was an outstanding year, and I hated it. It ended the way that it did.
Sure.
But it was Coach Beard and Coach Edgen and Coach Hannah. They did a great job, and the girls, the senior girls, I hate that they're gone. You know, it was their last game, but it was they really played well all year, and it was just exciting to watch, and it's fun to watch. So I really sad that it ended the way that it did, but they had an outstanding year. It was a lot of fun, and congratulations to you two again. We got y'all there Friday night and introduced you in front of the football crowd, and that was a lot of fun with the girls.
Oh my gosh, it
was awesome. They were just all nervous about walking out. It's a soccer field. Let's go. I said, you've been on here 100 times. Oh, there's a lot of people out there. I said, yeah, there is, but just come on. But that was good. I was glad that we were able to do that.
Man, so. I appreciate you having us at the football game. I know they really did enjoy that.
Well, good.
Nerves and all.
I'm glad they did. They were fun. So
yes.
It was a good time.
Good. Speaking of the football game, Henry County got a big homecoming win over the Kenwood Knights. and sets up a big showdown this upcoming Friday night at Patriot Stadium when the Kirkwood Cobras come to town, and there's a region championship on the line and number one seeding in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Before we get to that,
Yep, go ahead.
cross country is still running. They will be in the region tournament on Tuesday at Dixon County. The girls, I think, start running. The boys start running at 10, and the girls start at 11:15. So good luck to our. I expect that some of them will qualify for the state tournament,
Sure,
which will be the following week. But they've had a good year also, and so they're running in regions. And then absolutely Friday night we've got a big football game, senior night, where before the game around 6:30 we'll start recognizing our senior football players, cheerleaders, and madrigals. And then at halftime, we'll recognize the band senior members. Yeah. So it'll be a big night and need a big, huge crowd. So I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Going to do real quick. Got Buckelew's breakdown and Inside the Wolf Den from this past Friday night and the Kenwood night. So we're going to roll that footage, and y'all jump in anytime you see something we'll talk about. But, big win. So big win again against Kenwood. Henry County 4-0 in region play now.
That's the assistant athletic director there shaking everybody's hand. That's Cody Pinion.
Yeah, Cody wants to get on the show so bad. I need to get him on here.
He's so busy. He has such a busy schedule. I don't know that we can work that out.
Big run by Diesel Ward there. And then here you see a little dump-off pass to Brock Archie. Picks up another big yard. Henry County just pretty much did whatever we wanted to do here. Ja'Kai Beard, the more contested the catch is, the better Ja'Kai does at catching it. It's fun to watch, and can't wait to see what he does the next couple of years for Henry County, getting on the board here with a big, I think that was a 4-yard. Yeah, Emmett Jones finding the end zone there for Henry County. And then watch this one-handed catch by Deontay Ward here, and watch Aiden just calm and cool, collected. They stand there in the pocket and deliver that, but one-handed by Deontay, goes up and gets it. Deontay had a huge game. We'll talk about that here in a second.
He did.
But and then I don't know if watch this hit here by Diesel. He makes his way into the end zone.
This is good.
Pow. Pow. Yeah, you can't hear the pads popping quite as much there, but I tell you, I would not want to be standing in the hole when Diesel comes running through it for sure. And then again, Deontay, huge game. He had over 100 yards.
This one was very explosive.
Yes, 56 yards for him there. Had over, I think, 111 unofficially in the game for Deontay, 2 touchdowns. And so the offense was rolling, but the defense was just as good. We see him here as Brock getting the stop there, plugging up the hole, and just Kenwood, they always have athletes. They just had we had an answer for everything they tried to do.
They did, and they had a they were a pretty good team. And they did have several athletes.
They did.
Quarterback was very hard to contain at times. So
another touchdown here for Deontay on a little hitch and go. Found himself just wide open in the back of the end zone, and Aiden's able to hit him without any problem. And then
you could have completed that.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We put this clip in here. Ja'Kai got a pass interference, an offensive pass interference, but his second effort of just dragging those two guys into the end zone was so impressive. And it's just, again, what you get.
He got a few hands on it.
He did. He did. That's all right.
Call.
It was. See here, another big pass play. Here, no pass interference. Just did a good job of using that big body of his to box out, get position. And that led to another touchdown as Henry County able to punch another one here in with Diesel Ward on the carry. And then when we didn't, a couple times we got down, and just one time we got down there and couldn't score a touchdown, but Jake Hatcher with his big right foot, good view there of the field goal by Jake to extend the lead for Henry County. And then just more defense here as Braden Wynn gets the sack on the quarterback, again, who's big and athletic and had some speed to him, but we just ran him down. got some younger kids in the game. Javon Johnson here with a big run for Henry County. It's always fun to see the younger guys get some action. Blair Moody here looking for a hit and just finding somebody to make some contact with. And then here, last touchdown of the night, Logan Rick takes it in from about 4 yards out.
I think Blair had a turnover in the game as well.
He did. He ripped out a fumble, and Henry County was able to recover it. In that third quarter, Henry County had the football the entire third quarter with the running clock.
Yeah.
We went down and scored, kicked the football off. They fumbled the kickoff, and we took it and ended the third quarter with the ball. So
to me, what I got to see of it, played really well. You know, we took care of the football, and we were very sound in everything we were doing, and it was very. I felt good about the game going in. I thought we'd beat them. I didn't know that we would beat them that bad. So that was really good. So
I don't mind bragging a little bit. They beat them better. Or when people ask me, hey, how do you think this game's going to go? I told them 42-14 was my prediction. And we were pretty close, 45-7. And so this upcoming week, I'm predicting 35-14. I think that Kirkwood's a good football team.
There you go, Coach Wolf. You heard it.
Well, I'm just saying that I have faith in our boys. And
Yep.
when you look at common opponents, not many people give Henry County much of a chance this Friday night. And I think
that's good. That's the way we want it.
A little chip on our shoulder, and we'll be good to go.
And, we have a good week of practice and get ready to go play, and we'll be fine.
Yep. But, as you said, want a big crowd. Kirkwood, this is their first trip to Patriot Stadium to play football, and so we want a huge crowd.
We need to introduce them to the way it's done in Henry County this Friday.
That's absolutely right.
Senior night before the game, and recognizing the band at halftime, and we need a lot of people out there before warm-ups and all that, just to have a good time and to show them again. I know it's Halloween, but come trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Bring your costume, and
that's even more fun.
Let's have a great.
All
let's
different kind of costumes in the
right.
the crowd.
Let's have a great time. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fun night, and definitely where you will want to be on Friday night.
Absolutely.
So, appreciate you stopping by as always. You want to hang around with us?
Sure.
We finish up. All right. Again, got Coach Alex Hayes and Raven Wyrick from the Henry County Middle School Soccer State Championship team, and we kind of talked about your girls a little bit. And one of the things you mentioned was that at times they were not selfish enough.
Right.
Was that like one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome? Because I don't mean that ugly. Like, did y'all trail at any point in any game?
No.
So okay. So check.
We never
always the first scorer.
We were always the first scorer. If they did ever score on us, we always scored first.
Coach, some people were asking. We talked about this before you got here. We'll get your thoughts on it. But somebody asked him, well, how are you going to top that next year? They're undefeated, state champions. Their first year coaching, both of them as the head coach and the assistant. How are you going to top? I said, the only thing I can think of is they gave up 6 goals. Next year, they need to give up less than 5.
That's it. That's what you got to do.
So,
Big deal.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest obstacle to overcome with the girls?
Well, of course, I talked about the selfless thing, to try to be more selfish because that's just who they are. But, it's hard to say because I feel like the beginning of the season, dealing with that heat, how hot it was at the beginning of the season, and I couldn't really, with, practicing under the guidelines stuff, I couldn't really condition them well.
Sure.
So being on them, hey, you need to be running on your own time, making sure, trying to get that in their head, like, when I think the first game, they were a little winded after the first game, and they saw, even though we had 15-minute breaks, they were like, well, probably should have, ran a little more in the, during the practice season, off season and stuff. That was kind of the beginning season. And then, of course, I feel like with soccer, it's you have to talk or you cannot play the game. And at the beginning, with that, like you said, the chemistry, at the beginning of the season, it's hard. They didn't want to talk a lot because, you're just working on that chemistry still. So just give them the confidence, hey, you need to talk to your, teammates. I don't care if you're 6th, 7th, 8th grader, if you need to be communicating. And I feel like that's, to me, was the hardest part of giving them the confidence to communicate with each other. Because like I said, some of them are from Harrelson. They knew of each other, but didn't really know each other until, until they got on the soccer field together. So just having the confidence to talk to each other, to communicate, to just have confidence in each other, too.
How many days a week did y'all practice?
Two if we didn't have a game.
Yeah, two if we didn't have a
two.
game. We did Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 to 7:30.
Okay. So they would just meet at McNeil, I guess. And
Yep.
so talk, okay, so you go through the regular season, you're undefeated, and you start the district tournament. So what's the breakdown? I know in the high school ranks how the district tournament breaks down, but how is it the same for middle school? Like, how many games did y'all have to play in the district tournament to qualify for the region?
So, so with soccer in middle school, there's 1A and 2A, and that's it.
Okay.
We are in 1A since we're a smaller school. They're broken up by districts. So in our district, we have Inman, us, Martin, and McKenzie.
And Huntington.
And we have to pretty much win out those games.
Right.
Because only one gets to move on to the region tournaments.
Okay.
And that's it.
Wow.
So, if you lose one game, you better hope the other team loses one game too.
Sure.
So you kind of have to pretty much win it out because only one gets to move on to regions, and then you have to you win the regions game. There was 2 regions games. I'm trying to remember this. I should have brought my book because again, this is all brand new. Actually, I think a lot of people don't know this. This was the first year that TSSAA's hosted middle school state championship.
I was going to, I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw the thing saying that y'all were
First
going
year.
to play for it.
And so that's another reason, we can say we were the first ever 1A middle school team in Tennessee to win.
So that's, it's historic because Henry County wins but yeah, you're also
The first.
the first one to ever do it.
Yes.
And so your name will,
And there's
Forever
only
be
one other
etched
team
in.
that has that state championship title for Tennessee.
and that's the 2A program,
Yeah,
right?
that's 2A.
Who was that,
Who was it?
I don't think I know.
I just wondered
I don't think I
what
know
middle
who it
school
was.
programs were big
out of
enough to be 2A.
They were outside of Nashville.
Yeah.
I do know that.
So,
But we were playing against teams from Pigeon Forge, from
outside of Murfreesboro, I think.
outside of Murfreesboro, and then outside of Clarksville too. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was spread across the state. And I know in 2A there were a couple teams from Chattanooga as well.
Okay.
So I mean, it was all had to be locally at Brentwood. But yeah, this is the first time they've hosted that, so we're first in
Wow.
history to win it as well.
that's awesome. I didn't realize that until somebody, posted y'all were playing in it. And I was like, I didn't even realize there was but I guess that's wise because they
Yep.
just started it.
So it was
congratulations. I mean, the first ever.
first
Wow,
ever.
man.
So it was a lot of new. Thank goodness for my athletic director, Bert Snow, Coach Snow, who helped me through all the questions because it was brand new to all of us
Sure.
too. And they rearranged the districts for all this year too. So even though I've been a part of the system for now 4 years, assistant coach is kind of different, but also how it was set up before that was totally different too. So it was a brand new season for not just me being a head coach, Raven being assistant coach, but just how the tournament was set up
Sure.
as well for Bert Snow, athletic director too. So
who did y'all play for the district championship?
the district
that Inman?
championship was
Inman was our last game.
Yes,
that
Inman was our
solidified.
last game. So when
Yeah.
we beat them, it solidified our district. So technically, we didn't have a district champion since we won out.
Okay. So you didn't have to play for the district. You
Right.
just, once you beat Inman, you, I guess, automatically qualified for the region. Is
Correct.
that right? So again, not trying to start any fights here within lovely Henry County. We love everybody, but is Inman y'all's biggest rival, would you say? Or do y'all have another team? Because, Inman and Martin's rivalry is pretty heated. And so, like I said, they've had a rivalry longer probably than what Henry County Inman because,
yes.
again, no offense, but for so long it just wasn't
Right.
competitive until these last several years. So, who would be y'all's biggest rival, do you think, at this point?
I mean, I would probably still say Inman just because being in the same county and stuff.
And a lot of the girls, they play in the off season with
Right.
each other too. So they're like, oh yeah, that's my friend. And it's like, not today.
Still want those bragging rights at the end of the game, right? Then,
Yeah.
Okay. So move on to the region tournament. Who did y'all beat in the region tournament to qualify for? Is there a sub-state round or is it just straight to state if you win the region?
No, there's regions and then it's sectionals
Okay.
and then sub-state and then states.
Wow, okay.
Yes. So, and like I said, you have to win every game or you're done. There's no, second bracket, loser's bracket, nothing. It's win or go home.
Yeah.
So going into each game, I made sure the girls knew. I mean, there's no, hey, second chances here. It's bring it all 60 minutes,
Right.
so we can move on. And they did every time.
Oh.
Yeah, so Regions was, why did I not
was it
bring my
community
book?
Montessori?
It was
Is
community
that-
Montessori.
That,
That was sectionals. Community
Yes,
Montessori,
yes.
they're a team out of Memphis, and they
Okay.
were for sectionals.
All right.
and then it was University Middle for sectionals,
Okay.
and they were out of Memphis too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you get through that, and then talk about just the state tournament. You said it's new. You know, a lot of folks
Mm-hmm.
probably don't know about it. Just how's it set up? I know you go to Brentwood. Like all of those games were played at Brentwood High School, or
Correct.
does they have a complex there that?
It was at Brentwood High School.
Okay. So just talk about that. Those couple days that y'all were there, and
Yeah, it seems like
Seems like forever ago, but it still hasn't really sunk in.
Sure.
Still.
right. Well, we took the bus there, and so with 1A and 2A, there's only 4 teams to go, and you have 2 games. We were the last game to play each time. Actually, it worked out. But so 1A had there was 2 teams that played before us. And whoever won that was going to play the winner in the state championship. And then actually with Sub-State, they had a 3rd place trial for that.
okay. You didn't have to worry about that though.
Didn't have to worry about that, thank goodness. Did not. So they had a kind of a, loser's bracket, not really loser bracket because you made a Sub-State, but,
Sure.
3rd place bracket.
Consolation
And-
game.
Consolation
Yes.
game.
Is the-
And same thing with 2A. They bring 4 teams, consolation for 3rd game, and
Okay.
then a state championship game. So, yeah, the team we played for the state game, I've never seen a team pass as well as they did. I mean, it's like they knew, and they didn't even talk that much. I mean, they
Yeah.
just knew these girls had to travel together.
Yeah.
They knew where each girl was going to be at all times.
Was
And-
that Hillsboro, or was that the or
That was the state
the
game.
championship
Yeah.
game?
I
can't
cannot
remember
for
who
the life
y'all
of me
played.
remember who we played
It's all right.
before
I
that.
couldn't.
Yeah.
I remember y'all playing Hillsboro
Yes,
at some point.
that was who we
So-
played for state.
Okay, but go ahead. Talk about. So
Yeah.
you're in the qualifying game to play for the state championship. What was? Do you remember what the score on that one? I mean, was it 1-0? Was that the tie?
that was 3
to nothing?
3-0.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
Sub-State
right.
was 3-0, and then the state championship game was 1-0. And what's funny is the team we beat 3-0 went to that 3rd place game, and they said, "Hey, we're going to win a game." They beat them 9-0, so they were.
Yeah.
I think we kind of made them a little mad because
Kinda-
they were undefeated.
Yeah.
As well. The team we played in Sub-State Hillsboro, so they were undefeated. The parents are like, "Do you see this record? Do you see this?" Because you can see it on TWSA.
Sure.
So I'm like, and I looked, and they had 2 goals scored on them all season long. So
I think they'd played like 16 games or something
It
like
was-
that.
yeah.
We'd only played like 8 before.
yeah, 8 or 9. Yeah,
Wow.
before
Yeah.
we went into tournaments and stuff. Regular season, we only played 8 or 9. But so they were 16-0. Going into that, was very intimidating. But then at the end, I was like, parents are like, well, have we ever played these teams? Blah, blah. I said, I don't know. I don't really care. We are going to play our game. I mean, there's no point of getting stressed out. I didn't tell my players I think they were 16-0, but I did say they are undefeated, just
Yeah.
like we are, though. And so they're going to bring some competition, but we ended up winning 3-0, and then made them a little mad, I think, and
Sure.
they beat that 3rd place team 9-0. So I think they were a little mad. We ended their undefeated season. But then we went to that state game, and like I said, that team they were awesome. They passed so well, like better than any other middle school game I've ever seen in my life. They just knew exactly where their players were going to be. And it was hard fought. I had some girls almost in tears at halftime because we've never been as challenged as that. And I think they were a little frustrated. We've never not scored in the first half, I believe. So going into the half 0-0 still, it was Raven and I kind of, lit a fire in them. We were like, this is
a championship.
this is
game,
it.
State championship.
You
What are
have 30
expecting?
minutes left, especially
Yeah.
I was like to my 8th graders, y'all have 30 minutes left, and then you're done playing middle school soccer for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And then, you're done with me. You're done with all your other teammates. You move on. You got 30 minutes. You have to leave it out on the field. And I had girls, I had an athletic trainer come up. Her thigh was twitching because her muscle was spazzing out. And to say the toughness of these girls, I said, do you need to sit out? No. Didn't even think about it. I said,
Yeah.
are you sure? We can get you out first. No. I'm fine. She's put some ice on. I'm good. And she went on in, and you could tell she was in pain, but she was one of my 8th graders. She wasn't missing those last 30 minutes. But, and then when that PK happened,
So talk about that because I'd like
Yes.
it's unfortunate. Like there is no. I meant to ask you if any parents had like some video footage that we could show or something like that.
We have exact
the
video.
mom,
Okay.
the mom of the girl that
So-
scored the goal. She's the one that
Videotaped
she
it.
has it.
Well, I would love to put that up on our page just so it's out there and people can see it. If she's okay with that, we'll talk about that after the show. But talk about the goal that basically won, I guess, the state championship because it was a 1-0 final. And
Her name's Shiloh. She is my left footer.
Okay.
She's a sixth grader too.
She's a sixth grader. She's a beast.
Sixth grader. Yeah.
She's, tough as nails, but she has a huge foot. So she's my only left footer on the team. And when that PK happened, it was right by, our, where we were sitting, where Raven and I were standing, where the rest of the team was sitting down on the bench. And one of my other eighth graders, Mary Mabel, was coming over. And I said, actually, I think I'm going to let Shiloh, the sixth grader, take it. But it was on the left side of the field, and I just had a feeling, Raven and I both did, we were like, I think this is meant for Shiloh. It's left side of the field. She'll be a perfect left. It could curve right into the goal. But again, when on the football field, you can see how far out. It was over 22 yards out.
Yeah.
It wasn't inside the 18 or 15 or whatever. It was over 22 yards out. And I said, I think the whole stadium, you could hear a pin drop. Got quiet.
Sure.
Shiloh lined it up, and I think Raven and I were probably shaking a little bit, and she kicked it, and you couldn't have drawn it up better. It went right in the top corner, top of the field, right over, the goalie's hands.
Yeah.
You couldn't have drawn it up better. And when she turned around and looked at both of us and was like, and we were like, yeah, we were like, did that just happen? Like, I couldn't even draw, like, you couldn't draw, and all, the girls went crazy and stuff, and
I think I started crying.
I think Raven teared up a little bit.
They were like crying, and the girls
okay.
were like, "Oh, Coach Raven." I was like, "Leave me alone. It's fine."
And she and I think, and after the game, I think it was so funny because once that final whistle blew, because there was actually PK the other team got.
Oh wow, okay.
20 seconds before the end of the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Just like us. And I was like, I had, that feeling like, this can't happen.
Sure.
Like, there's 20 seconds left. Like, we've done it. We've held them off this far. We can't get a PK. And AJ, our goalie, she'll be an eighth grader next year, saved it, and it was just perfect. She's saved her butt a couple of times.
Nice.
She's an excellent goalie. But yeah, and then the 20 seconds ended, and the girls and all of us ran on the field and everything. And Shiloh, the girl that took the kick, I think it finally registered, and she started, just crying
Sure.
because I think she was just so anxious and just started crying. So I think it hit her, but it was something. Yes, you're going to have to post the goal.
Yeah, I will. I'd
It's
love to.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, it was. I think it took a couple of minutes, maybe hours, days off our lives, but that game. But it was awesome, and have the fan section we did, and the support from the community between the send off that we got from Lakewood and Harrelson and at the high school, and
Police escort,
all
that
escort,
That was
all of
awesome.
that.
Just a cool experience,
Just
I'm
a
sure.
cool experience
Yes.
like we've never had before.
Yeah.
And it was great. I couldn't. I don't know how they sometimes.
And this is y'all's first year coaching, right?
Well, my first year head coaching.
Right, as a head coach, and it took years off your life. Just wait till you keep doing it for 28 years or whatever. It'll take a lot more years off your life. So.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
But they're fun. They're fun years.
They're fun years. Yeah, and the season went by. Some days it felt long. Those days in the summer when it was 95, 100 degrees, but it went by really fast, and it was great.
Yeah. Do they have a celebration that they do? Like, what's when a goal is scored? Like because sometimes the girls will coordinate almost or choreograph
Maybe
a
that's
celebration.
something we do next year.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
if you score a goal, you do this dance move.
Yeah.
You know, like a football celebration. End zone celebration.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know if they already had one
No,
worked
they just,
out
I
or
mean,
just.
they just go.
they just
huddle
kind
up
of
and
huddled
do
up,
that. Yeah.
and
Okay.
congratulate
Cool.
each other.
Yeah.
Maybe do.
We watched one of the teams when they would score, their goalie would run all the way up the field
Yeah.
to them and give them a hug in the. I was like, good God. And they scored 9 times that day too, and I was like, that's
They're just getting their steps in. Just getting the steps in. is all they're doing.
I would not.
Coach Summers, sometimes those celebrations get a little.
Yeah, I like it like what y'all do. Y'all just run up there and hug each other. I think that's great. I mean, the joy is scoring.
Right.
I mean, dancing around isn't going to help anything. So
volleyball players, they go up and they clap each other on the back.
Oh, they
and
do
huddle,
that all the
so,
time.
I mean,
Click, click, stomp,
Yeah.
stomp, whoop. I mean, they do all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah. I mean, soccer's such a team sport, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's not one person that, especially with our team, there's not one person that scored the goals all the time. So it was very, like I said, they're very selfless. And so, I feel like it's not right for them to have their own little, like just a single person, because
Sure.
it takes the whole team to get that ball down the field.
It
So,
does.
and they always just came and huddled together and just congratulated each other as a team. So
Nice. Well,
That's awesome.
Again, yeah, congratulations on the undefeated season, the state championship. It's time for a lightning round. And so the way this works is just off the top of your head, Coach Summers' favorite part of the show. I think
Well,
every
my
week.
question is this, is a lightning round. So do we answer quick or do we do like Ashton Kate last week? And he'd answer something and then explain it. Or
Well-
do we just answer? Or do we answer and explain it?
You can explain if you want to, but it's the lightning round. The
You're
theory
right.
behind it is it's just off the top of your head, boom, quick answer.
See, and I got in a little trouble last week. Not bad, but anyway. So, all right. Well, I'm just going to answer. First thing that comes to my mind, I'm going to answer.
All right.
I'm not going to explain it like Ashton. I hope you're listening. Because, he went into a he
thesis.
took 2 minutes. And then
maybe he should be on the debate part,
He
a
maybe
couple weeks
should,
maybe.
yeah.
ought to be on a
He
debate
should.
team or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just going to answer.
Okay, sounds
Whatever
great.
comes to my mind, I'm going to answer.
All right, so Alex, we'll start with you.
Okay.
What is your favorite pregame hype song?
Oh, God.
gosh.
Is that to be appropriate?
It's a family show. It doesn't have to be. It's it's okay if it's Young Dolph or whoever.
I know. We lived in Memphis for a while, so I was like, young dog come in. But, Lord. Probably any Lil Jon song.
Okay.
Any
right.
Lil Jon song.
I don't know. I can't even know. I don't even know the song that the girls played. Like they would literally just on repeat,
play it.
same song. And that was just their warm up
All right.
every time. I was like, okay.
Thunderstruck.
Thunder. Yeah, I knew that was
That's
okay.
a classic.
All right.
That's a good one.
One word to describe this season.
Just amazing.
Okay.
Unforgettable.
All right.
I was going to say unforgettable.
Favorite post-game meal. Post-game meal.
Post-game meal. Probably, post-game meal. Chicken tenders.
Well, McDonald's, because that's where we went after we won state.
Cold chicken.
Cold chicken from.
Cold chicken. I don't care where it's from.
All right.
Just chicken.
cold.
Like
Cold.
like rotisserie chicken? Like cold chicken. Okay.
Just
Just
chicken.
cold.
All right. Coach, most used phrase on the practice field.
I'm out on this one.
Most PG used phrase on the practice field.
Let's go. Let's go.
On practice field, I'm trying to think. What did we say?
I know what the kids said the most on the practice field was probably that 6-7. They would
Yeah.
say,
yeah.
Okay.
oh my gosh.
Clock it. They got
Okay.
me doing clock it.
Okay.
All the time.
All right.
Keep working.
All right. That's a good one, Coach.
That's PG
That's a
phrase.
good one. Coffee or energy drinks? Or neither?
Oh, both. I'm teaching, going to soccer, have a 1-year-old home. I'm doing coffee in the morning, Alani News in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm just iced coffee.
Okay.
Coffee.
Coffee. Jordan Poole was on here, the assistant coach for the boys, and he drinks like 2 pots of coffee a day or something that Jordan drinks? Something like that. It's
maybe.
Or Dylan, Dylan,
yeah.
yeah. So,
See, I love a block. Like, what's I drink in the morning is black coffee from a pot. No
Yep.
Keurig. My
Yep,
husband
yep, yep.
says no Keurig. It's a pot of black coffee is what we drink
That's
in the
right.
morning. You have to.
championship moment you'll never forget. Championship moment you'll never forget.
From this season, that goal.
That goal.
That
That
goal.
goal.
There you go.
Signaling in the wrong play to the quarterback in the state championship game.
That's fun.
Well, I signaled to play, and he was on the far sideline. This is for you, Ashton Kate. I'm explaining my answer. He was on the far sideline. This was the signal was here,
Yeah.
but since he was on the far sideline, I signaled it here, and he misunderstood it as a different signal. But Colton Randolph called that play, ran it down the field to the 1 yard line. We won the game.
Worked out anyway.
Worked perfect. Worked perfect.
That was the signal you were doing the whole time.
Yeah, like I was
Oh, yeah.
was there.
So he
'cause
got, he got to the
graduated,
sideline.
yeah.
I said, "You do realize I was calling Gus instead of Rhino?" He goes, "No, Coach, you did Rhino." I said, "You're right. Never mind. It's good." So it was perfect.
Last one. Finish the sentence.
Uh-oh.
Champions are made when blank.
Champions made when you put in the work.
Okay.
When no one's looking. Yeah.
Let's go.
Great answers.
Yeah, I think that
Great.
I think-
That was. I won't even answer. That was
that was good.
was awesome.
Yeah. Ladies, again, congratulations on an outstanding season. Undefeated state championship, first ever. 1A middle school state champions in soccer. That is awesome. We look forward to next season, and just like you said, I'm looking forward to how these 8th graders come up in the Henry
I am
County
too.
system
I am.
at the high school level, but then also is what y'all are building as far as middle school soccer. Looking forward to that, and just congratulations. Thank you all for coming on and telling us about it. Appreciate it more than you know, and appreciate your work as teachers and everything that goes along with that. Again, like I said earlier in the show, that's a calling that a lot of people don't understand, and the fact that y'all go in and do it every day and then take your afternoons and devote even more time to these students.
The best part of my day was going to soccer practice.
Yeah, it says a lot about you, and I appreciate the work that you're doing in Henry County for our youth, and I know other people do as well. So
Thank you for having us.
no,
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. Thank y'all for making time to be on here. And so want to remind everybody again, next week, have Coach Cliff Curd on the show at 7:30 to talk about Henry County Lady Patriot soccer. And so, Henry County Lady Patriot basketball. I told y'all, I'm just an idiot, and I get rambling sometimes.
Well,
Coach Curd coaches basketball.
Well, Coach Curd, I don't know if you know this, drove us to the state championship game on the bus.
I think he did mention that to me the other night at the football game.
He did.
And so
Maybe he had something to do with it. Maybe he gave us some of that good
some of
luck,
that
that
good
good winning
mojo
luck.
He rubbed off on
no.
us.
No, he was. I appreciate him volunteering to drive us, though. That was great.
Listen, got Coach Curd next week. Be sure and tune in because he has a special hidden talent that not a lot of folks know. We're going to show the video of his hidden talent next week. And so leave that little cliffhanger out there for some folks. You got to tune in. But again, that's next Sunday night at 7:30. Don't forget about Mike Weatherford Show, the Murray State debate team on Tuesday night on the Mike Weatherford Show page. And so that's going to do it for tonight. Again, thank you to Alex Hayes. Thank you, Raven Wyrick, for stopping in and telling us all about Henry County Middle School, Lady Patriot soccer, undefeated state champions in 1A for the middle school ranks. And so congratulations to them. Congratulations to all the ladies and their parents and the work that they did and put in. We appreciate you tuning in. Join us next week. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you next week.